In hardship, kindness. Walk in the light. Greetings, outsider. May the shadows pass you by. Beware the shadows. Stay alert. Always be prepared.
Treasures from far and wide.
Angri-La. Precise and methodical, that is the earthen way. The steady ringing of an anvil is like the tempo of a familiar melody. Iterations and inspirations are complex variations of musical motif. Others might prefer explosive results, meditative bliss, or rapturous inspiration, but for me, the best work is reliable and tactile work.
Every sail tells a story.
Unleashing her power. This ring that you and Vargas found has taken you all over the isle, learning its history and finding its treasures. The ring has aided you in your exploration and in battle. But, we have never truly pushed the ring to find its limitations. Perhaps some formal testing is in order. Perhaps we can unveil more of its potential if we invite a bit of danger. Go now and test the ring against any worthy opponents you can find. Come back to me with your observations. Equip Circe's circlet and fight creatures on the Siren Isle to trigger its hidden ability while in combat.
Find me something memorable.
A loyal friend. The snapdragon seems to recognize you as you approach, its ear fins wiggling with anticipation. Its massive, lithe body unfurls as it stands before you as a fully grown adult. It stares you down, clacking its massive jaw gently as if it's deciding something. It seems to wait for you to make the first move. Speak to the snapdragon.
Get your feet moving. We got a tunnel to blast open. This kaboom ought to be good. Say, what do you think washed down that drain? Maybe it's treasure, or maybe it's monsters. And maybe those monsters have treasure.
We will not tolerate a threat to our airship on this island, no matter where it may hide. Allies of the Arathi, prepare for battle. Our troops will strike at this draconic horror within its lair. A barrage of cannon fire will reveal its presence. Prepare yourselves. Look lively! I want that cave entrance cleared. Run out the guns. Commence bombardment.
I need to target something first.
Tell me of your travels.
Well done! An exemplary display. The cave is open. Troops, deploy!
Start your engines!
Seen anything new? Only you know your path.
Acquire a target.
Get your feet moving. We got a tunnel to blast open. This kaboom ought to be good. Say, what do you think washed down that drain? Maybe it's treasure.
Do not have a target.
will not tolerate a threat to our airship on this island, no matter where it may hide. Allies of the Arathi, prepare for battle. Our troops will strike at this draconic horror within its lair. A barrage of cannon fire will reveal its presence. Prepare yourselves. Look lively! I want that cave entrance cleared. Run out the guns. Commence bombardment. An exemplary display. The cave is open. Troops, deploy!
What have you experienced?
Step into the light. For the Empire. When the star shifts, seek shelter. Stay productive in the light, vigilant in the night.
Get your feet moving. We got a tunnel to blast open. This kaboom ought to be good. Say, what do you think washed down that drain? Maybe it's treasure. Or maybe it's monsters. And maybe those monsters have treasure.
We are the holders of hope. Beladar shine on you. If the
We've seized the upper hand. It won't be long before these sea snakes slither back from whence they came.
Something new to trade?
What fascinating results. Still, I feel there is much more to learn and process.
Transaction complete.
Outsiders are a welcome surprise. Find joy in the flame's light.
The singing bandit catcher. Seems you've gotten the hang of that ring, Ed. Maybe you can put it to good use for me. Our supplies here, especially our gold and flame-blessed iron, have been disappearing. Tanmer leans in to whisper. Normally I wouldn't suggest this, the Arthi are a trustworthy lot, but the number of incidents is building. And I'm wondering if there's a thief among us. See if you can find M. They being pretty brazen. I'm sure you can catch M in the act somewhere. Catch 3 thieves.
We're all down here together. There is always hope if we choose to look for it. Don't despair. The shadows
Keep your hand
sense
on
it.
your pockets. There are thieves everywhere, it seems like.
Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers.
That's one hell of a tall tale. Knowing all of the oddities spilling out of this isle though, I can't say I'm surprised.
Belladar shine on you. In hardship, kindness. If the shadows find you, call.
I hear you. See ya!
What do you want? You break it, you buy it.
stars shift in your favor. Sacred flame guide your way, friend.
pal. Good time.
Get your feet moving. We got a tunnel to blast open. This kaboom ought to be good. Say, what do you think washed down that drain? Maybe it's treasure, or maybe it's monsters. And maybe those monsters have treasure.
Mature prismatic snapdragon. The snapdragon waits patiently for you to make the first move. Mature prismatic snapdragon. The snapdragon looks pleased at your offer of respect. Its ear fins wiggle happily as it lets out a small roar. The snapdragon bows its head to you as a sign of respect. It seems to be grateful for all you have done for it. It will now accept you as its rider.
Good to have your company. See ya, hon. Yeah, I was done anyway.
We'll get it done.
Quitting time.
Feel the warmth of the sacred flame.
May Beladar stay in the light. Walk in the light.
How you doing, pal? Don't work too hard.
Yeah. Don't work too hard.
We must continue to pursue Xalatath, no matter the cost.
Survivor's Guilt. We have all suffered from Xalatath's deeds, some more than others. I am glad to be alive, even if I now feel as old as I look. Kadger tries to laugh but coughs instead. He waves off your worry. Don't worry about me. But Ethos. I've heard he went back to Dalaran's crash site. And that he hasn't slept or eaten since we arrived. He wants my help, but I haven't been able to bring myself to visit the crash site. Will you go in my stead? Find Ethos' son Reaver in the Tranquil Strand.
Be careful out there. We all grieve Dalaran. But Aethys may need help processing its loss.
Even though the core way is usable again, there is still plenty of construction work and rubble clearing needed.
Glad you're here. Well, best be setting sail to Ironforge. No sense in dawdling.
Are you sure about staying, Dagran? You could return home with us and study there.
I'm sure, Ma. There's still so much knowledge here, yet to be discovered.
And knowing you, you'll find it all. Keep out of trouble. And make sure Brinth always knows where you are.
Yes, Mum.
Ah, and who is this?
I am called Orwena. I've been told you too have heard the voice of the goddess.
Goddess? You mean Azeroth? Aye, I was her speaker for many years, but she's let me go from that service.
Her voice has led me far from my home, seeking a truth I know she wishes to reveal. But my kin, they do not understand.
Aye, it can be lonely following a path that others can't see. But don't make the same mistake I did. Putting it all on yourself. Look for those who will walk the path with you. If I've learned anything, it's that we'll always need each other to not lose ourselves on the journey.
You are kind, Magni. I will consider your words carefully.
Best of luck to you, Orwena. One day, when you found what you're looking for, I hope you too find your way home.
No, that's not quite right. For Dalaran.
Ethos' posture is etched with the exhaustion of sleepless nights and days without food. His tattered clothes hang loosely on his emaciated frame, and his every movement seems fatigued. I see. I knew Kadger was gravely injured, but it did not occur to me that his wounds were more than physical. I respect his choice not to come here.
May we next meet?
The hardest part.
Circumstances.
Ethos sighs heavily, his voice tinged with sorrow. Dalaran, once a symbol of unity and arcane mastery, now reduced to rubble and ash. Again. So much loss and so much pain. Friends and comrades gone in an instant, their voices silenced by Zaladav. He takes a deep breath, steeling himself against the overwhelming grief. But now is the time for action, not grief. We must regroup with the remaining Kirin Tor. However, the right words do not come easily. Help Ethos Sun Reaver send a message to the surviving mages of Kirin Tor in the Tranquil Strand.
Still we stand. I've been struggling to find the right words to pen this letter.
Letter. The loss of Dalaran and of much of our fellowship is a great tragedy. I think we would all benefit from coming together to meet informally as comrades to discuss the fate of the Kirin Tor going forward. Our most pressing agenda would be how to preserve and also make safe the crash site of Dalaran. I understand if returning, or seeing it destroyed for the first time, may be too much, but those of you who can, please make your way to the Isle of Dorn. I would benefit from seeing you and do need your help. Letter. Dalaran has fallen, but we, the Kirin Tor, have not been vanquished. The time to act is upon us. Our order must rise from the ashes and once again fulfill our duties not only as defenders of Azeroth but as the curators and custodians of magic. Join me on the Isle of Dorn to pick up the pieces of our legacy and the mantle of our responsibility. Join me in rebuilding the Kirin Tor. Letter. We, those who remain of the Kirin Tor, have much to mourn. Many of us have lost colleagues, friends, and loved ones in the wake of Dalaran's crash. But to do right by those who we lost, we must look forward to the future and make sure their sacrifice was meaningful. Find me in the Isle of Dorn, and we will bring closure to this fateful chapter of the Kirin Tor. We have taken the first step at least. Now, we wait.
It is important we use our power wisely.
Arcane Wasteland. Kirin Tor survivors have been hesitant to return to this area. A great deal of energy was dispelled before and after Dalaran's crash. An invisible yet tangible miasma lingers in the area for those who are sensitive to it. It is unclear if the site is hazardous or if other more corporeal dangers still lurk here. I can protect us, but I expended all my reagents at the proscenium. Will you aid me in procuring more? Help at the Sun Reaver gather reagents required for a protective spell in the Tranquil Strand.
Still we stand. This area is dangerous. We must act to protect ourselves while we are here. A few survivors are still unaccounted for. Please gather them and return them to safety. hesitate to scavenge reagents from Dalaran, but we need a barrier if we are to remain here. All that I worked for, gone.
The last few days have been difficult.
May we next meet?
Yes,
on the
these will do. Thank you, Deiaji. Despite the shards and elementals roaming there, it seems the ruins are not immediately dangerous. But, if we are to spend any time here, an arcane barrier is wise. We don't know the long-term effects of exposure of this kind.
It is important we use our power wisely.
Lessons in defensive magic. The spell for the barrier is ready, but I must channel it and define its perimeter. While I channel the spell, take these wards and place them at the edges of our would-be barrier. We will empower the spell when you are finished. Help Etha Sun Reaver cast a spell to create a protective arcane dome in the Tranquil Strand.
Still we stand. Place the wards on the ground, champion. I will channel the barrier. To me, it seems the Kirintor continue to make the same mistakes. If fate has brought Dalaran low twice, maybe it should not be rebuilt. For all the ground we gain, we lose people and history. Now, champion, use the Frostfire Essence to seal the barrier. That will do. I think I may need a moment to catch my breath. For Dalaran.
Ethas inhales. Yes. This will do, for now.
It is important we use our power wisely.
Feeling blue. I fear that it may just be me that remains, Deiaji. Or that the others are too far away to receive my missive. It may be up to us to build an outpost here and see to the cleansing of the crash site. So be it. It is just as well. Build the Kirintor outpost in the Tranquil Strand.
May we next meet? I doubt if we can do all of this alone. What? What is that on the horizon?
You are not alone, friends.
Caligos! You got my message!
We must safeguard what is left of Dalaran.
Calicos. I was already on my way after hearing about Dalaran's demise. I am glad that I found you here. Algar wasn't easy to reach. All the arcane energy that is being ceaselessly released from Dalaran's ruins must interfere with long-range teleportation spells. I wonder how many others tried to respond to your missive but couldn't.
Mate, I can definitely help with that. Here, take this bag and start setting up camp. Now, excuse me. I need a moment with Athos. Athos. I brought mana potions, but it's obvious what you really need is rest.
Rest? No. I am afraid to close my eyes, Caligos.
Flying carpet. A flying carpet hovers in the air, its fringes trembling with irritation and its threads rippling with discontent.
In the darkest of times, we need the truest of friends.
Well done. That bag is quite useful, isn't it? I'm glad I thought to bring it with me. Now, on to the task at hand.
Call on me again, and I will follow.
Magic stealing kobolds. I'm afraid that our cleanup of Dalaran extends far from the shores of the Isle of Dorne. In my attempts to find you, I circled this island many times. During my flight, I sensed the magic of many familiar items that were formerly housed in Dalaran. Dangerous items. Someone or something has taken them, who knows where. We must find these objects before innocent bystanders come to harm. Follow me. Meet with Calicos at morning rise in the Isle of Dorne.
You can count on me for support. I'll meet you at morning rise, champion. I need to.
Calicos, go. I will be fine.
Maybe, but I am not leaving that to chance. Let's go, champion.
Just like a dragon. Stubborn and a show-off.
I have prepared an assortment of items I hope will help you. May there be fairer skies ahead.
The Sun Reavers will defend what remains.
Archmage at the Sun Reaver. I'll be fine, Deiaji.
What you have told me makes me afraid for you, Aethys.
Fear isn't part of it. Or not fear of Nerubians or even Xalatath.
Then, of what?
Of letting everyone we have lost down again. If I slip, if I sleep, what then? What horror comes here and takes more of us away?
I know very little about what has transpired here. But, Aethys, none of it was your fault. You're a survivor, a victim of this tragedy. To continue to fight and then rebuild, that's more than anyone would ask of you.
And yet, here I am. Still alone. The Kirin Tor.
They will come. For now, you need rest. Let me put the burden on my wings for a while.
Calicos, thank you.
In the darkest of times, we need the truest of friends.
Calicos. Dalaran's debris may also be keeping us from communicating with surviving members of the Kirin Tor. Scrying may also be affected, but I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
You can count on me for support.
Even though the coreway is usable again, there is still plenty of construction work and rubble clearing needed.
The
kobolds are definitely hoarding magical items here. I can sense them. I will do whatever I can for the Kirin Tor.
We will begin our search here. I can feel faint arcane auras emanating from around and beneath this structure. The kobolds must have found and brought them to this place.
Do not worry. This is not the end of the Kirin Tor.
Trinkets, curios, and other powerful objects. The kobolds here could get up to untold mischief with the items they have stolen. Take what you can back from them by whatever means you see fit. While you deal with the kobolds around Morning Rise's grave sites, I will go underground and search Kriegbull's Rest and do the same. Meet me near Kriegbull's Rest when you have secured the Kirin Tor artifacts the kobolds stole. Reclaim stolen Kirin Tor artifacts from the kobolds in the Morning Rise.
You can count on me for support. I must admit, the sight of Dalaran reduced to rubble overwhelmed me. Though I put on a strong front for Aethys, I need a distraction. Something else to focus on.
Mysterious necklace. The gem pulses with arcane energy, hinting at ancient magic woven into its very core. Return the necklace to Kalikos at Morning Rise in the Isle of Dorn.
Acquire a target.
Champion, did you find anything? Mistakes have been made, but we can learn from them.
Calicos. It's good to see you, Deiaji. Though. I wish we weren't always meeting each other under circumstances like these.
Do not worry. This is not the end of the Kirin Tor.
We must search and reclaim what we can. Even the smallest curio could be meaningful to someone, or dangerous.
May there be fairer skies ahead.
I am shocked to see how much they managed to pilfer in such a short time.
Call on me again and I will follow.
The kobold that had this was dead, did you say? That does not bode well.
You can count on me for support.
Maybe you shouldn't touch that. This necklace. It is clearly full of powerful magic, but it is elusive, as if it is hiding its origin from me. You take another look. Maybe there's something obvious I'm missing. Investigate the emerald necklace in morning rise.
Colin, I can feel faint traces of spells I haven't seen used in years. In the darkest of times, we need the truest of friends.
Emerald necklace. This magical emerald necklace pulses with arcane power, its proximity giving you a tingling sensation.
A curse! Hold on!
We must safeguard what is left of Dalaran.
It was foolish of me to let my guard down. Do not be alarmed, Deiaji, but this appears to be a pocket dimension. If the kobolds that met their demise here are any indication, it may be difficult to return to the Isle of Dorn.
Do not worry. This is not the end of the Kirin Tor.
Trapped between life and death. A pocket dimension. This is old magic. Maligus used pocket dimensions on occasion when he did not wish to be disturbed. They were mainly used by mages as research spaces or for testing dangerous spells. Or if a mage wanted to hide what they were doing. I wonder who made this one? I supposed it doesn't matter. We need to get out. Thankfully, every pocket dimension has an exit. Though, it is normally well hidden. Let's find it. Find a way out of the pocket dimension.
Perhaps that scroll holds the key to leaving.
Rat cage. The rat cage is a single-level, rectangular enclosure with sturdy metal bars. It is equipped with a wheel, tunnels, and a cozy nesting area.
Look, the dimension, it's shifting.
Fragmented soul. He found me in the sewers. Promised food and a safe place to sleep. It's so cold here. Fragmented soul. He promised to cure me. Everyone said the Kirin Tor can be trusted. Now look at me. Research notes. After extensive experimentation on rats, it is evident that I have reached the limitations of what can be learned from them as test subjects. To progress my research further, it is imperative that I transition to human subjects. However, this shift introduces significant ethical risks. I also risk discovery by my meddling peers. To mitigate these risks, I should consider sourcing subjects from the sewers, where disappearances are less likely to attract attention. This approach may seem controversial, but it is the only way to obtain the knowledge I so crave.
Another shift. Keep doing what you're doing. Perhaps we'll shift out of here.
Rusted key. Attached to the keychain you find a note, Stratholm. Bag of grain. Delivered to Dalaran as requested, fresh grain from Brill. Payment upon receipt.
Champion, look out! Ghouls.
Enough! Did the Council send you to seize my tomes again?
Careful. Even though that's a mirror image, it can still be dangerous.
I do not have time for pleasantries.
Archmage Kel'Thuzad. Meddlesome evoker. How did you find this place? Archmage Kel'Thuzad. Must I explain everything to you simpletons? Fine. This pocket dimension is a realm hidden from prying eyes, a place where driven, visionary mages like myself can make real progress. It's a world of shadow, cloaked in magic, where time bends to your will and power flows freely if you know how to harness it. And best of all, there are no distractions, no fools meddling in your affairs. Just you, your ambition, and raw arcane energy waiting eagerly to be tamed and shaped. Archmage Kel'Thuzad. As the sole master of this dimension, the usual quibbling alliance moral constraints and the nonsense rules of the Kirin Tor are, shall we say, optional. Progress demands sacrifice sometimes of the body, sometimes of the soul. Here, I push the boundaries of magic in ways narrow-minded mages like Antonidas would never dream. Flesh is just another material to mold. Death merely a doorway to greater power. Here I reanimate, reshape, and rewrite the very laws of existence. Souls, energy, life all are tools. There is no room for sentiment when grappling with the power of life and death. The key to immortality is within my reach. Archmage Kel'Thuzad. The Kirin Tor? They are nothing but a husk of their former selves. Once they pursued true magical power, but now they're bogged down by endless debates and pointless moral equivocating. Every spell is questioned, every action turned into political theater. Instead of mastering magic, they waste time worrying about ethics and appearances. They've forgotten that magic isn't a gift, it is power. Power we could wield to dominate our foes. And finally have lasting peace. But instead we negotiate and pander. Pathetic.
Big a mistake? Is that not what the Kirin Tor is now? Bumbling mages making mistakes and meddling in what they understand not. They mistake cowardice for morality, and wisdom for mediocrity. True power can only come from sacrifice, from setting aside taboos and fear, and venturing into the unknown. So do not speak to me of mistakes. The Kirin Tor is the mistake. I have chosen my path, one of learning and discovery. I will not be hindered by the short-sightedness of those who cling to the illusion of right and wrong. Now go, before I find use for you in one of my experiments. Can you not see there is work to be done?
We're back. Kel'Thuzad helped us. And the necklace is just a necklace now. Mistakes have been made.
Look. Whatever magic was left in
them.
that necklace is gone now. And with it, Kel'Thuzad's mirror image.
Call on me again and I will follow.
Somehow we survived. What we experienced in Kel'Thuzad's pocket dimension is a timely reminder of what can happen when magic is used without regard to ethics or regulation. To me, this underlines the importance of the Kirin Tor. But, on the other hand, Kel'Thuzad was Kirin Tor. It is also a reminder of how power corrupts. Now that we have made sure these artifacts will not cause anyone else to go on an unexpected trip, let's return to Ethos. Perhaps now more have responded to his letter. Regroup with Kalikos at the Tranquil Strand.
You can count on me for some. Our brush with Kel'Thuzad underscores my greatest fears about the Kirin Tor. We need to regroup.
It is good to see you. The way forward will not be easy.
Lady Jaina Proudmoore. Closure is finding peace and saying goodbye.
I know what must be done.
I will do whatever I can for the Kirin Tor.
It looks like more mages have arrived. This gives me hope. I am sure Ethos will be relieved.
May there be fairer skies ahead.
I will do what I can.
A helping hand. Kalikos' hypothesis that Dalaran's debris interferes with long-range teleportation seems correct. Mage portals have appeared along the shore, but no one has stepped through them. There are likely mages trapped within the portals. Or, something mana-hungry like fell hunters may be being lured here by the release of Dalaran's power. We must investigate. Mages of the Kirin Tor may be in danger. The fell hunters are an acceptable risk. Let us not waste any more time. Help mages exit their portals on the Isle of Dorn.
A single spark.
Have you spoken to Aethys at the outpost?
Not yet. I thought I was ready to see Dalaran's ruins again, but I arrived and just froze.
That's understandable. Come, we'll go together.
Thank you. I do not know what would have happened when I ran out of mana.
A few survivors are still unaccounted for. Please...
never had a portal trap me that way. You saved my life, my friend.
Grief heals slowly, Aethys. Be patient, and more will answer your missives in time. The true battle lies ahead.
I'm glad to see the scattered mages of the Kirin Tor answering Aethys's call.
The Alliance will endure.
Arcane Cold War. A few mages have come, but I expected more to act on Aethys's call to action. But perhaps that was wishful thinking. We need more help despite what you and Kalikos did at Morning Rise. Aside from Kalthozad's pendant, the Kobold's plunder was middling-powered artifacts. Meanwhile, there have been reports of powerful magical objects filtering through Azjakehet, meaning the Nerubians must have scavenged Dalaran's crash first. We must find these artifacts before they are used against us. Travel to Azjakehet and meet with Lady Jaina Proudmoore.
Champion, come with me. We will deal with the Nerubians ourselves.
In the darkest of times, we need the truest of friends.
Kalikos. We should have known.
As quickly as she arrived, she is gone.
Don't be so hard on her, Aethys. She's not taking this as well as it would appear.
I know. I just was hoping to get her help with arrangements. Since she had been here when Dalaran fell.
Ah, I see. Well, maybe I can help. Have you ever heard of a Tuskarr chieftain named Panoliak? We must safeguard what is left of Dalaran.
Kalikos. We should have known. It was foolish to think that others wouldn't be tempted by the artifacts left behind in Dalaran's remains. Power like that rarely goes unnoticed.
Do not worry. This is not the end of the Kirin Tor.
Archmage Aethys Sun Reaver. This is a start, but there are hardly as many here as I had hoped for.
It is important we use our power wisely.
You have my ear.
Meryl Fellstorm. I have seen ages of tragedies. It does not make it any easier, even for me. But I am here to help where I can.
Beware the Nathrazim.
Apprentice Migila Firehex. I'm just an apprentice. What can I do to help? Aethys, he say anything and everything help. Even to small things. I hope so. Cause small be all I got.
For Dalaran.
Greetings.
Lyrander Nightvale. I am humbled to work on an errand of such great importance alongside Kalikos, even if it is one of his mirror images.
Farewell.
Kalikos. We have made this area safe for us, but we must also make it safe for any artifacts we find.
Call on me again and I will follow.
Turi Flicker Flame. Hello, there. Watch your head, okay? Arcane-infused matter is far denser than it appears. Getting clipped by the energies whizzing around here would be an unpleasant experience. Turi Flicker Flame. Why? Honestly, I'm not entirely sure myself. When I got the message, I don't know. All I could think about was Thurmoran, how alone I felt in the days and months that followed. After that, my legs just sort of started moving on their own. The next thing I knew, I was here. I'm just a washed-up apprentice. I'm definitely no archmage or hero or whatever. But I had to do something. Nobody should ever have to feel this kind of hurt alone.
Oh, what a mess. Peace be with you.
Stia Dusk Grove. Out of all this tragedy, I am glad to see Callisto is safe. But I can't help but think of all the people and animals that are not. We must all work together to rebuild and help others who have survived.
Till the next time we meet.
I've studied too hard and too long to give up.
Callisto Windsor. To think that if I hadn't requested another field assignment because it would look good on my transcript, I may not be here right now. I wonder if my transcript even exists now. Did someone think to grab the Kirin Tor Scholastic Archives before they left? Oh no. Wait, what a silly thing to worry about. I'm safe, Stia is safe, and there are people here to help. For Dalaran.
Be careful.
A mana bomb. This is a worst-case scenario, and we only have ourselves to blame. I will do what I can.
We may have arrived too late, Deiaji. For all of us.
A single spark can set the world aflame.
Critical mass. This is exactly what I had feared. Thalen Songweaver's notes on the mana bomb he devised to devastate the Amor were under guard in Dalaran. Few knew of this. I argued they should be destroyed. But others argued if such a bomb was again created, we would need them to disarm it. And now those notes are both the problem and the solution. Thankfully, I have read these notes, Deiaji. I will walk you through disarming the mana bomb. Help Lady Jaina Proudmoore disarm the mana bomb in the breathing pit.
The Alliance will disentangle the bomb's power sources while I suppress it. We cannot allow the mana bomb to detonate. Now, champion, realign the mana bomb's matrix. We have averted a great catastrophe, champion. The way forward will not be easy.
My faith in you is never misplaced. Well done.
I know what must be done. The Alliance will endure.
preserve the legacy. The larger threat has been contained, Deiaji, but I believe there are still other artifacts important to our legacy, good and bad, here in Azjaket. While they are still dangerous, their knowledge may benefit us in the long run. And we must not allow the Nerubians to profit from what they and Zaladath did to Dalaran. Leave no dark corners here in the breathing pit unexplored, Deiaji. Collect valuable items from the breathing pit.
A single spark can set the world aflame.
Too powerful, too dangerous. Some of the relics the Nerubians now possess were housed in carefully designed containment vaults on Dalaran. That is how dangerous and powerful they are. With those vaults gone, the only course of action we can take is to destroy them. In hindsight, it seems a grave mistake to have gathered so many powerful artifacts in one place, even if that place was Dalaran.
I know what must be done. A single spark can set... This bomb should not have been built. Kirintor leadership is to blame, but we are all complicit, and must atone for it. I will dispose of the bomb. Destroy the other artifacts, and meet me in the Tranquil Strand.
Even though the coreway is usable again, there is still plenty of construction work and rubble clearing needed.
A few survivors are still unaccounted for. Please gather them and return them to safety.
Every piece of Dalaran we preserve, no matter how small, is valuable. Thank you.
Mistakes have been made, but we can learn from them.
Kalikos. I do hope this memorial helps Ethos. And everyone else here.
May there be fairer skies ahead.
Silver Covenant Spellcaster. If I had not taken leave to help care for my sister and her newborn, they would be mourning me here as well. The rest of my regiment save my second, standing in the back, did not survive the crash. I am glad still others of the Silver Covenant have survived, but I must do what I can to honor those who lost their lives under my command and others who lost their lives on Dalaran, no matter their affiliation.
Good luck, friend.
Greetings.
Silver Covenant Spellcaster. I understand the need to mourn, but do we really have time for this? Should we not be instead thinking ahead about plans and reprisals? Dalaran's ruins are at our feet. Should we not be marching ahead to root out the evil that cast it down?
Be careful.
Anu Belori Delanar.
Sunreaver Batlemage. My clothes still stink of the foul Nerubian's ichor. I have already mourned my comrades passing by, taking down a foe for each of them and then some. I do not need any quaint ceremony. But I will stand with Ethas no matter my feelings.
Time is of the essence.
State your business.
Sunreaver Batlemage. I am relieved to see that some of my brethren survived the crash and the battle for Haz-Algar. But there are so many we have lost.
Remember the Sunwell.
Kirin Tor Survivor. This Kirin Tor survivor looks at you and crosses their arms tightly, quickly looking away. Yes, yes. I am in mourning as well. Seeing your puzzled look, the survivor sighs and lets their guard down. I'm not one for people, okay. I have less friends than I have fingers on one hand, and none of them were on Dalaran when it crashed. I miss my favorite quiet spot more than I do anything else. Don't tell anyone, please. I still want to be here for whoever. I don't know.
Alrighty then.
I am honored.
Kirin Tor survivor. I do not recognize anyone here. Save Kajer, Jaina, and Kalikos. I cannot say I even know Ethas well. Many of my peers I will never know what befell them, whether they died in the crash or in the fighting thereafter. I am unsure how to mourn them. How do I mourn what I cannot quantify?
Till next we meet.
The dark times will pass.
Sunreaver Batlemage. My clothes still stink of the foul Nerubian's ichor. I have already mourned my comrades passing by, taking down a foe for each of them and then some. I do not need any quaint ceremony. But I will stand with Ethas no matter my feelings.
Farewell.
How may I help?
Silver Covenant Spellcaster. We must treat this occasion with the solemnity that it deserves. Do you not agree, Drakthur?
Good luck, friend.
How are you?
Kirin Tor survivor. Is this really all that's left? No, it can't be. There were still mages in the field. Like in the Dragon Isles. Though. I feel I had heard their efforts were winding down. What about the council? Kajer is here. Jaina. Ethas, of course. I wonder. I wonder what my rank is now? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be thinking about that, should I? It's all so sudden. I'm very out of sorts.
See you later.
Anaria Shola.
Sun Reaver Bat Lemage. Now I know my sister. I had hoped she was just lost. But she did not heed Ethos's call.
Farewell.
My, you're a tall one.
Kirin Tor survivor. This Kirin Tor mage has obviously been crying for some time. I'm trying not to cry.
Very well then.
Can I assist you?
Silver Covenant Spellcaster. I am heartened that everyone is putting aside their differences at least for now.
Be careful.
Kirin Tor survivor. Seeing Jaina, Ethos, Kalikos, and Kadger here is comforting.
See you around.
Glory to the Sindorai.
Sun Reaver Bat Lemage. This Bat Lemage seems to be somewhere far away. He does not register your approach.
The reckoning is at hand.
Silver Covenant Spellcaster. I should not be here. And I am afraid to face my commander now that she has returned because of why. In her absence, I was tiring of command. So, I feigned illness for the day. Make no mistake, when Dalaran was attacked, I immediately joined the battle. But because I was not there when the Nerubians first attacked, I survived. I do not know how to deal with this shame.
Farewell. Yes.
Sun Reaver Bat Lemage. The sacrifices the Sun Reavers have made. I am proud to call myself one of them.
Remember the sun well. I am listening.
Silver Covenant Spellcaster. This spellcaster is clutching a small, woven silver bracelet set with a fiery, red stone. It looks to be of dwarven design. Her head is bowed, and her eyes are tightly shut.
Be careful. The eternal sun guides us.
Sun Reaver Bat Lemage. I am not in the mood to chat, Drakthur.
Hold your head high.
I will do whatever I can for the Kirin Tor.
Kalikos. I do hope this memorial helps Ethos. And everyone else here.
You can count on me for support.
All that I worked for. Gone.
Archmage Ethos Sun Reaver. I'm glad you're here, Deiaji, to see the memorial through.
Still we stand. And so, we fight on.
As always, we have much to discuss.
Archmage Kadger. There is much to reflect on, Deiaji.
Nice chatting with you, old friend.
The true battle lies ahead. I know what must be done.
We must reclaim what we can of the Kirin Tor's legacy.
The Alliance will endure.
What have you found? Thalen Songweaver's notes. The rest will be kept safe, but these notes. I will see to their destruction myself. Thank you, Deiaji.
A single spark can set the world aflame.
Thank you, Deiaji. In the future, the Kirin Tor must find better ways to study and safeguard magical artifacts.
The Alliance will endure.
Don't worry about me. All wounds heal. In time.
Farewell, City of Magic. Not all the Kirin Tor's issues can be solved in one day. but one way we can act is to honor those who have fallen. After speaking with everyone here, we have cobbled together a ceremony to send off those we have lost, and Dalaran. We would be honored if you would join us and participate in remembering our fallen comrades in the Kirin Tor. Place mementos brought by Dalaran survivors on the boats in the tranquil strand.
Everyone brought a memento of someone we lost to commit to the ocean.
As we send them off, we let go of the past to face the future and become stronger.
We must acknowledge our past errors and correct our course.
No matter how painful, we must embrace change as we honor those we have lost.
I will do what I can.
Lady Jaina Proudmoore. Closure is finding peace and saying goodbye.
I know what... The true battle lies ahead.
Lady Jaina Proudmoore. I am grateful for what you and Ethis have done here. Our fallen comrades deserved this and more. We will grieve them in Dalaran still, but now, we can make plans for the future.
A single spark can set the world aflame.
The Sun Reavers will defend what remains.
We must safeguard what is left of Dalaran. Do not worry. This is not the end of the Kirin Tor. So, what now?
We rebuild, but not just brick and mortar. We need changes to our foundation, to us.
Agreed. We must move forward with intention, and learn from the mistakes we were too prideful to before.
I admit I was blinded by the ivory towers of Dalaran. I believe the Kirin Tor's wisdom was nigh infallible.
Let us pledge, then, that the new Kirin Tor will be different. No more councils, no more floating cities, and no more meddling in world affairs.
Then we are all in agreement. We will start anew. For the Kirin Tor. For all of us.
Good. Because this old man is tired. I will go to Donegal to rest, and then start rebuilding the connections we have lost.
Are you going to stay, Caligos?
The Dragon Isles can endure a little longer without me. We have much work to do.
More mages are arriving to lend their strength. We need to start planning how we want to spend our resources.
My directive is to serve you. My directive has been fulfilled.
Someone picky.
I serve the Titans unswervingly.
Back to the Storm Rooks.
The Coreway must be protected.
Come back with new experiences.
You have found me. May your aim never falter.
Where there's risk, there's reward.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
All that has been lost can... Jaina, I thought you were staying to help in the Tranquil Strand.
I was, but we should speak about the future of the Kirin Tor. Sooner rather than later.
I'm afraid the news from the outside is bleak. We lost all but a few after amassing at Dalaran.
Then, our new Kirin Tor is over before it began.
No. The mages who have answered the call. We have an opportunity. No consul, no rank.
Like starting over. Returning to study and research? But we have a duty to protect the Alliance. And Azeroth.
We can still fulfill that mission by investigating, training, advising.
It would keep us mobile and decentralized. A tragedy like Dalaran would not happen again.
Safety is a benefit, yes.
Study and passing on my knowledge appeals to me. But I have to think about the ramifications of such a drastic change.
And that is why it should be you who starts putting the pieces back together.
Khadgar.
I need rest, Jaina. But I promise I won't stay away for long.
Meryl can assist me. Aethys should have a key role as well. I will go back and speak to them.
Thank you, Jaina. And good luck.
For Dalaran. May we next meet under better circumstances.
Kalikos. That was beautiful, Deiaji. Well, I don't have any words. Well done.
Call on me again, and I will follow.
Lady Jaina Proudmoore. Closure is finding peace and saying goodbye.
I know what must be done.
Archmage at the Sun Reaver. This is a start, but there are hardly as many here as I had hoped for.
It is important we use our power wisely.
Merrill Fellstorm. For Dalaran. For the Kirin Tor. Now, let's get to work.
Honor the Tiras fallen.
Until our paths cross again.